YouTube, what's poppin', man? Y'all know that grind ain't stopping. Shout out to my notification gang. Don't forget to get that bell ring, man. And hey, man, don't forget to like that video. Yes, sir. Let me make sure I ain't got nothing on my face like I did in my last video. Let's get a cold start. Today's video gonna be, as you can tell by the thumbnail, it's gonna be about 24 hours of owning a Hellcat. So give me 1 second. Let's get this thing cold started. Check out this Malibu coming down the street, though. Look at his tires. Wide as it. I seen him at a car show before. Get that cold start. That's stock still. Nothing done to it yet. Yes, sir. Oh. So I went with the gold stickers. I got them put on there. They kind of go with the flow. Like, you can't really, it don't take away from the aesthetics of the car, so that's why I did it. Like on my other cars, I put them on the back window. I ain't care. But this car is a little different, so. I still got the plastic on the ground. So what I did, my bad, y'all. We had some technical difficulties. Accidentally hooked up to the U-connect and everything. So I wrote down everything that that I thought about while I was doing, like, owning the car, you know, driving the car and everything. So first thing is parking. Parking this car is easy. It's easy, but you also don't want to get you don't want to get stuck to next to somebody that don't care about their car and end up getting a door ding or something like that. So for me, let me turn this thing off. So for me, I park far off. I park far off all the way in the back, kind of like on the end parking. I park on that end of the row, like at the end. So that way nobody park next to me. If somebody park next to me, they just being a-hole, as you can see. Another thing I noticed while owning this thing is the heat extractors. For those of y'all that don't know what the heat extractor is, heat extractor, these right here. These things do, they are functional, so they do work pretty good. But when you're driving, you pull up to a light or something like that, you can see them. You can see them kind of like, you can see the steam and all the heat coming from them, so they actually doing what they need to do. Unlike some of the cars, the car still is like hot, and then the air and stuff like that, I mean, the heat stay in, so these actually work. Next thing is the air conditioning in the seat. This was a must. Like, before I got this car, I was like, hey, I'm not settling for a car unless it gotta have the seats I want with the 8 air conditioning seats and the heated seats, and it gotta have a sunroof. So that thing came in clutch, especially with me. I go to the gym a lot, and I come back, and then I'm hot, and my back kind of a little sweaty or something, or it might be warm because I've been working out. So I turn the air conditioning seats on, and that thing really play a big factor in it. I really like that. Oh, and just speaking of the seats, these seats are super comfortable. Crazy comfortable. I didn't know they were this comfortable. Like, it's super soft. It's kind of like couch material. It feel real good. I don't know the name of the actual leather, but I know the color is sepia. I looked that up, so that's what this color is. It's not really like peanut butter, even though it kind of look like peanut butter. And then another thing with the seats, they could be like, now wait a minute, I hit the gym, as y'all just heard me say. So I'm not like big, but I'm not small at the same time. Seats a little bit, they could, the side bolster could be a little bit tighter, you know what I'm saying? They could hold you in a little bit more. But other than that, them some nice seats, man. Remind me of my old car, Buick. Eco mode, man. When you driving this thing, you're gonna want to have the performance pages on all the time. Cause I drive in eco mode, but I've been waiting on somebody to pull up on me. So you're gonna be driving with the performance page screen on. forget all the radio and all that stuff. You can turn the channels on the steering wheel. So you keep your performance page on. Keep your performance page on. So anytime it's time for some action, you can get your action. You can just take it out of eco mode, saving that little gas. You put that thing on track, and you burn they ass. You feel me? The downshifts. So in eco mode, the downshifts the pedal shifters don't work. I mean, I'm pretty sure you can adjust it, but right now I got mine set up to where like you can't use the pedal shifters in eco mode, because what's the point? You're in eco mode, you're trying to save a little something on gas, because I'm gonna be driving this thing a lot. So when I'm on my way to like car shows and stuff, I have it in eco mode. But when I get there and I'm riding with other people, straight 707 horsepower all day. So the downshifts. Oh, and this thing, like, you really don't have to use the brakes that much, because it's gonna downshift for you. It's gonna downshift like, it's crazy. Like you pulling up, say you pulling up to a light, it's gonna drop you down, drop your gears down. You're gonna really be able to tell the transmission gonna be stopping for you, just like in the manual. Like when I drive my manual, you can't see it right there. When I drive that thing, I downshift so that way I can stop a lot quicker. You don't have to use as much as your brakes. As we all know, them brakes good, but that brake dust is no joke. The rear diff. So one thing I noticed, I don't know if it's just on my car or if it's all Hellcats, but at a slow speed, I'm pretty sure the rear diff, it kind of stiffen up on you a little bit. So when you turn it, you can feel it kind of like slipping, because it got that positive track on there. So you can it ain't nothing breaking on your car. If you worried about that, that's just what it do. The inside, let me go back to the inside. It feel like a cockpit, man. It feel like you're in a spaceship in this thing, man. See, I ain't gonna start it, but get y'all to see the Hellcat. Close the door, that thing get annoying. But this thing feeling like a cockpit, man. I'm trying to get y'all I'm trying to get y'all my view. What you got here? You see, you got the little racing steering wheel, the little D-type steering wheel. Paddle shifters right here. Everything real convenient. You just put it in manual mode. And then you already got your performance pages and all that. Let me go to that. Can't even get to it without starting it. I ain't starting it right now. But y'all get the point. Feel just like a cockpit, man. Feel like you in a spaceship. Feel like you can't be touched, man. It's crazy. I'm glad I made this decision. If you're thinking about getting one, man, go ahead and do it. Take that leap of faith and go ahead and get you a Hellcat, man. It's definitely worth the money. I feel like if you're gonna spend the money, and say if you get, okay, I'm gonna get a car so it can be economical, you know, save a little bit on insurance, save a little bit on the car payment and stuff like that. But at the same time, every time you crank this thing up and every time you go for a spin, my wife was like, you want to go to, can you go to the store for me? I'm going to the store. Yeah. Like, you going to want to drive it. It's well worth the little extra money you're going to have to spend for gas, payments, insurance. Life is short, man. I realized that. I lost a couple friends and stuff like that. So life is short, man. You might as well go out with a bang. You know, we only here one time. You only get one life to live. So don't let nobody deter you from what you want to do. The stairs you get a lot of stairs in this car. Like, I haven't had it for that long, but since I have it, like, some people will look, but they'll do a double take once they see the little symbol on the side. They'll be like, oh snap, that's a Hellcat. So, and then like when I park super far off, people will drive by like real slow looking, like, why is he parked all the way back here? But I don't want you touching my car, that's why it's all the way back here. That's why I do that. And the sound system, I'm gonna do this in my actual review. I still gotta do a full review on my car, but I just wanted to give y'all this update. This Harman Kardon system, that thing beat. Let me show y'all the speaker in the trunk, just in case nobody actually got a chance to go to the dealership or don't know anybody with one. I want y'all to be able to see what I see. The gym bag here. I do have the floor mats, but I just haven't put them in yet. God. All right, but these are the speakers right here. Them things hit, man. It might not look like much, but yeah, it got some power in there. They definitely get the job done. You don't even need no subwoofers. I mean, if you're gonna get subwoofers, I would either unplug these, take them out, and then save on that weight, or just keep these in here, man. You really don't even need nothing else other than that. Those speakers sound good, but the only thing I can say about the speakers, the bass is very heavy, so make sure you turn your bass down to like the negatives a little bit, because if you don't take it down to the negatives, it's kind of overpowering, and then the bass kind of eat up the treble and the mids. So make sure you turn your bass down, keep your mids in the middle, and then take your treble up like 1 or 2. You don't want to take your treble up too loud either. Be ringing in your ears. I mean, unless you got it like that, you still got all your hearing and you young and everything. But yeah, other than that, the next video, so stay tuned. The next video gonna be how much I paid for it, the insurance for it, and then I'll do like a full walk around review on all the specs and everything of the car, and kind of like what my other thoughts and stuff like that, you know, just to bring y'all some content, some good content. So if you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Hey man, share the video. If you're thinking about getting one, let me know. If you got any questions, I mean any questions, drop them in the comment. I answer every single one of my comments, and I'll respond back, and I like everybody comment, put a heart on everybody comment. So hey man, all 2020, we up, we out.